Today we'll understand SQL basics, query, sort and filter. In the previous video, we have understood how to use the Oracle Live SQL. So let us start how basically we are able to query, sort and filter. So basically what are we going to cover in this video series is querying data, filtering data, sorting data, filtering data. The remaining we will go on. I will be creating more videos on these topics. So try to be with me. Let's start with the first topic, which is querying data. Now, what do you mean by querying? Querying simply means you already have the data into the table. And table is what basically you have your data stored into a tabular structure that is called as the table. So, select statement basically will help us to retrieve the data from a table. So, these are the ways. Let us first go to Oracle Live SQL. So, you can just I will show you the way right from beginning. So this is the screen reader. Go into start coding now. So already we are going to make use of the HR database. We already have that. So you just sign into the Oracle account. After signing into the Oracle account, you can just run the script. Click on this tab. You will get the quick SQL or my scripts. Already I have a HR database. So I click my script. So already I have this second session. So I will just click on this and run this so that all the required tables will get added over here. You can check your schema. After clicking on schema, you will come to know whether what are the tables which are available. You can click on the schema. So once you run the script, you will find that all the tables are available over here. Okay, so as we know, we are going to use the, you can create, we are going to use the departments table. So you can see here, the departments table is available over here. Okay, so just go into SQL worksheet. You can see what is the data available. So if you want to specifically refer to this, let us understand now how we are going to use this select statement. Select statement will help us to retrieve the data from the column, whatever is available in the column. Now, if you want a single column, there are multiple columns. If you want all the columns, you have to say select asterisk. Asterisk stands for all the columns. So let's start with that. Click on. Okay, you can click on run. So you will find that. This problem will again take the. We'll go back and take. Think there is some issue. So if you want specifically all the columns. simply we have to make use of select asterisk from department. So asterisk refers to all the departments. If you want a single column, let's say I want department name. Okay. So I would simply write over here select and then specify the column name. So you can specify the column name. Let's say department name from and then the table name. So we'll get only the specific department. If you want more than one column, so let's say I want department name and manager ID, two columns. So I can specify the number of columns separated with a comma. So we can simply write manager ID from department. Okay. So this is all about the query part. So querying basically is nothing but to retrieve the data. We already have stored the data into a table and we want to get the data back. We want to display the data. So for single column, we will mention the column name over here. If you want multiple columns, you can write the names of the columns separated with a comma. And if you want all the columns, you will write asterisk over here. Next is sorting the data. You want to arrange the data in ascending or descending order. So by default, it is in ascending order. You can choose to be in descending order. We have taken the employees table. Now we want to order by hire date. So we will first retrieve all the data, okay, from employees table. Let us see that. Let's clear this. First, let us see the data what is available in employees table. We can just say employees. Now we want the data to be arranged in ascending order. Basically, we want the data to be arranged in ascending order of, let's say, the hire date. Okay, so we can just write here order by, and then you can write hire date. Okay, so let's see now. As you can see, the data is arranged on hire date. If you want on multiple columns, that is on hire date also, you want that the data should be arranged on job ID. Okay, basically on job ID. Here you can see the hire date is same. So again, here also you want the output to be arranged. So that is possible. You simply have to write hire date, comma, job ID. So as you can see here, firstly it will take A and then it will take M. So so on multiple columns. If you want to arrange it in descending order of hire date, so you can write DSC over here. Okay, let's observe the change now. So hire date will be arranged in a descending order, reverse order, and then under that you have the job ID. Here also, if you want descending order, you can mention descending order over there. Okay, so this is all about arranging your data. So you can sort it by single column in ascending order, single column descending order by column alias. You can create a column alias. Like you have a salary column. You want to multiply by 12 and then give the alias name and then you can use that alias name for sorting the data. So let's try this. So let's say order by, we want to order by salary. Okay, we want to give the alias name for salary. So we will write order by salary. Here we will write, let's say employee ID. We want the employee ID and the, let's say, salary. You can mention as many columns as you want. I am writing salary into 12. Okay, and we can give a alias name for this annual salary. and you have to simply write over your annual. So as you can see here, the data we have got is employee ID, then the salary and the annual salary. Now, if you see here, annual salary, it is arranged in the ascending order of annual salary, all this data. This is how we can arrange the data. So basically, when we talk about sorting the data, it is nothing but arrangement of data. You can arrange it in ascending or descending order. Okay, you can sort it on single column, on multiple columns, or by column. Let's go to the third topic, filtering of data. Filtering specifically means we want a specific set of data. So we can filter it based on equality operator, or you can on numeric data or on character data. Let's take the department employees table and we want for a particular department ID. Okay, so let's try that. Let's see the data first, what is available. Okay, so we want specific data where the department ID is, let's say, 90. Okay, so we can mention over there a where clause. Where stands for filtering of data, where we can say department ID is equal to 90. Okay, so here if you run this, this is we'll get the data only for department ID 90. If you want specifically for manager ID 100, okay, or a particular data set like job ID is AD underscore VP. Let's take that job ID. This is for character data. You have to put a single quote over here, AD underscore VP. Okay. So here you get specifically data for the particular job ID. Okay. This is how we can specifically, if you want for a particular hire date, you can write that for a date column also. We can write hire date is equal to, in single quote we have to mention. So let's say 21st September. I'm taking this date. You can take any other date, 05. We have only one record for it. Okay. You can mention the last name and all these things also. Let's go ahead. We can make use of the equality operator for numeric or character data. Let's go filtering of data for by comparison operator. We can make use of less than equal to, greater than equal to, all these operators, between operator, in operator. So let's try the inequality operator, equality operators. Okay. So here we have taken employees only, last name and salary, where salary is less than equal to 3,000. We can take anything. Let's try this first. From so where salary, we can mention over here where salary is greater than whatever value you want to. Let's say I want to write greater than 5,000 or 10,000. Okay, so we will be getting that you can say greater than equal to or whatever. If you want a particular range between, so we can mention over here salary between 10,000 and 20,000. Okay, so you can run this, so you will get a particular between. Okay, then you can write in also. You want a specific range. So whatever the manager ID in 100, 101, and 201. So you can mention that. We can mention the set of values with the help of in operator. So we have understood these operators, the between in operator. Okay. So we can also filter the data by comparison operators or characters. We have the like. So percentage stands for any number of standard characters and underscore stands for one character. So here we'll see first name where it is starting with S. So we can try that. Where employee last name. So where last name like we want to start with, let's say, A or S. You have to mention S and then percentage. That's it. You will get only the names where the last name is starting with S. Okay. This is wherever S is there. If you mention over here underscore, so one character before this, any character, no data like that. You can mention A over here. Second character is A. Nothing like that. Just check. O is there, so we can mention O over there. O generally available in everything. In this other write a small O. Okay, wherever O is there. Okay, and then the remaining characters. We can make use of underscore over here. So this is when we want multiple conditions. You can give more than one conditions with the help of and. Okay. If you want to check whether manager ID is null, if you want to check whether a particular column that is he himself is a manager, then he will not have any other uh, person for whom he has to report. So we want to write manager ID is null. So I will get only the details about people who are the managers. Here C1 is the king, C1 king is the manager. He is the president, so he doesn't have anyone who is just superior to him. Or now here, if you have multiple conditions, you can put multiple conditions with help and operator. Okay, so let's try that. So where we can write where salary is greater than 10,000. I'm just giving one condition first. And I want to give one more condition over here. Manager ID is equal to 100. Okay, so here I will get the records of those people who has having this both the things criteria will be matched. And only those specific data will get displayed. Okay, next is noting. It's a reverse of in, so you can check for where the people are programmer, clerk, or field representative. Let us try this. First, we can try for in, and then we can try for not in. Where job ID in, we can write bracket SA underscore man, that is salesman, and put a single quote over here. Write your essay because it's a character. Okay, any other thing which we can write? Let us see. MK man. Okay, let's run this. We'll get these records. If you say not stands for the reverse. Not in means we'll get the reverse records, which are not these two job IDs. Okay, it's very simple. So then we have is the comparison operator where we can have or also. Or stands for either of the condition. Okay. And then we can just mention these two and what with the help of bracket how you can override. So let's try that also. First try let us try or. So we can just say or job ID is equal to SMN or okay. So with the help of or we can take either this or this, any one of the condition matches. And we want to mention salary is greater than, let's assume 13,000. Okay. Or if you put a condition over here, if you put a bracket over here, so first it will take this and then it will check. You put a condition like this, so first salary it will check because and condition is there, and then only any one of them. That will be making a difference. We can put a restriction with the help of bracket, what we want first and what we don't. So this is what it is doing. The result will differ if you want that this should first take place. Okay. So this is what is all about children. Let's take a brief look what we have covered in this particular video. We have understood about querying, sorting, and filtering. Okay, later videos will be covering each topic in detail. So let's take a recap. Querying simply stands for you want a specific data. So you in the table you have lot of data, but you want specific data. So for that we have the select. Sorting you want to arrange the data in ascending or descending. We have the order by clause after the select. In where we want to uh, filter the data because everything will be displayed. You don't want all the data. We want specifically meeting a specific criteria.